Alright, so it's really sunny, I don't know if you can see, but I've got this. It's the same as the black felt paper. It has the yellow lines on it. These lines are the same print as your black felt paper, so basically just pretend this is felt. So here's my drip edge. You don't have any. The plywood line will be the same for your roof, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to start my roll just a little bit here like this, and I want to get my bottom straight edge nice and parallel with the drip edge. In Vancouver, you put the first white line on your paper, mine's a yellow line, on the exact edge where the vertical part of the drip edge is here, this line. So in Vancouver, you're going to drop it like this, feel the line over here, make sure that whole thing's straight with the line. Then you can feel free to tack the spot in here like this. Now, this is Calgary, so I'm lifting it up a bit because we don't need that much overhang because we don't get that much rain. So I'm going to go halfway instead, but that's what we do in Vancouver. Anyways, here you go, same thing. Keeping your staples in one spot allows you to pivot the piece as you roll across the roof. So I'm unrolling. Now I'm grabbing it end to end and I'm pivoting up and down until I know where I'm going to be position-wise here. So I feel the paper, feel the bend, look where the line falls. I'm halfway between my yellow line and my edge. You'll be on the line, so that's fine. Now I'm good to staple across and just keep the tension in it. Make sure it doesn't slip when I walk off. Just, you don't need a 10 billion staples, but enough that you know it's not gonna go anywhere. So I'm just gonna reload 2 sticks at a time. Fits in the stapler when it's new, when the staples are new. And boom, 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 just like that. When you've got extra here on a hip roof, you can just fold it and keep it like this. Because as you come over here and you cut, or you can overlap as well, it'll give you double overlap, or overlap one side and cut the other side, and that allows for lots of weatherproofing. Here I'm going to do the same thing. That's lots and lots of extra, but whatever. And then in this case, I'm going to cut straight back on my drip edge, which will be your plywood edge, because this part I don't want to overhang. I'm not going to guess it because I don't have a line for reference. The next piece will do that job for me. So now I'm getting starters. And starters become the same in Malarkey, where they're 2-piece in 1 shingle, and they're perforated down the middle. So you can just break them in half like this. They're perforated, so they kind of rip on their own a little bit. Sometimes they're a pain when it's a little bit warm out. Now this gum strip is going to face downwards on the roof. I just have to get my roofing gun. Be right back. The principle here is that the gum strip faces down. It goes flush to your paper edge, so you have a little bit of overhang even with your shingles into the gutter, so all the drainage hits the gutter. I'm going to nail about halfway up the vertical. If you nail too high, it'll be able to flap up in the wind. If you nail too low, you'll either go through the overhang or you'll hit the metal. You guys don't have metal, but it's the same thing, the plywood edge. You don't want to be past the plywood edge. I'm going to cut this to fit. Every single shingle is going to be the same way. Cut to fit the hip line. This one's going to butt right next to it and do the same thing. And flush to the paper edge, nail it down, and cut at the hip again.
Says low battery.
Okay.
You got 10% there.
Cut at the hip again. So that's your starters. I'm going to shut this down and switch to the other camera because the iPhone's dying.